Yo, what's happening, man? It's your host, most the great day late dollar short dudes, man. Tap the like, the share, the subscribe, and all that old good stuff, man. So you'll be tapped into the latest and the greatest. Hit the notification bell so you'll be notified every time this day late dollar short news drops, man. And you can tap in and tell a friend. And on today's topic, we're gonna be talking about story time. It's story time. I think I'm gonna be dropping a story time every Thursday, man. I think that's gonna be the regular schedule, man. Every Thursday is story time. But anywho, let me get right on up into this crazy wild story, man. So me and my partners, got cracked. We caught a case, unfortunately, and it landed us up in Lerado. Now, at this time, they didn't have the downtown county jail, so they would drive you all the way out into the boondocks. In Kern County, they call it Lerado County Jail. We were in pretrial at first, Then, 4 days later, me and my partner got transferred to the farm. I've heard that they've torn the farm down. It's been gone for some years now, and they no longer have a farm. But at the time, they had the farm, the industrial farm. It's on the industrial farm road. They call it the farm. I heard back in the days they used to have livestock, chickens, cows, all that old good stuff. But when I was there, they had a pool hall, they had a soda machine, you had to take your hot water. To get your hot water, you had to take your big thermos. You and one of your partners, y'all walk across the yard and get some hot water and bring it back. You used all that for your cup of noodles or whatever or whatnot. You need some hot water, you get your hot water. They also had two TVs. One TV was for the non-English speaking Hispanics, Latinos, Paisas, and they had a TV for, everybody else. That means the white inmates, the Woods, the Southern Hispanics, because there were no Norteños on the farm. Now, all the Norteños at this particular time was in F-Pod. So you got Delanos from up, Northerners from up north, Delano, Tulare, Early Mart, wherever they may come from. They landed in a pre-trial, but they never got to go to the farm. They had a particular pod because there was so few of them. But anywho, we had these two TVs. I slept in where the Pisces had their TV at, in a corner. I was in barracks 11. I was in bed 11. I didn't mind watching the Paisa TV because on the weekend, Caliente come on, man. Caliente was like the Hispanic version of Soul Train just on the beach, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, it was cracking, you know what I mean? And that's the only, really action you got in jail, to seeing some cheeks, man, to see some of them cakes, man, is on that Telemundo, man. And I'm glued to it on the weekend. Ain't nothing else going on. I'm probably either, working out or I'm watching that. So everybody had been anticipating this show, When Animals Attack. When Animals Attack coming on, everybody talking about it. At least everybody in my barracks, and my partner, my crimey, rest in peace, Don Juan, he was in the barracks right next door to me. So, it's these gates, and you could, they had a hole in the gate where you could, pass cigarettes, coffee, tree, whatever you had, to your partner, victuals, candy, whatever, you could pass it back and forth. We chop it up all night, you know what I mean? And they had the phones outside, you dig what I'm saying? So me and my partner, we chopping it up. We like, yeah, man, tomorrow I'm a drunk drive in your dorm, in your barracks, and I'm gonna come watch When Animals Attack with you, man. We're gonna kick it. I got some, some Zoom Zooms and Wham Whams, some Jolly Ranchers, some candy, some soups. We're finna come over there. We're finna have a powwow. He like, all right, dig it. You know what I'm saying? He was a dorm porter, so he got he had a little juice up in that thing, and he would sleep all damn day. He wasn't supposed to be no dorm porter, but he appointed himself that job. Anywho, the next day, after breakfast, after chow, I slide over there. And if you slide into somebody else's barracks It's called drunk driving. They had a police out there named his last name was Zimmerman, but we all called him RoboCop because if he saw you, he knew who you was, and he'll book your ass for drunk driving, write you up, and all this old weird shit. You know, drunk driving is when you go into a barracks that isn't assigned to you, and he would write you up or reprimand you for doing that stuff. And if you did it too many times, he'll bounce you off the farm. You'll be up out of there, and you'll be on your way back to pretrial. And pretrial is no fun because you enclosed in this dorm setting, you know, and you locked in your cell until they let you out. And some people is locked down 23-1. So, you know, pretrial is no fun, man. The farm is cracking, you know. The farm is damn near like the streets. You know what I'm saying? Everything. They had everything, most damn near everything that the streets had except that, you know, except some coochie. You dig what I'm saying? So me and the homie, I go to the homies barracks. Everybody in there waiting on the show to come on. And it was this dude in there named Bird. Bird was an OG off the east side. He was a smoker. But, you know, when smokers go to jail, you know, they'll eat a couple of sandwiches, man, do some push-ups, man, and borrow somebody's tray, and they become swole. They become who they are. They be running stuff up off in there, man, because they OGs in there. They be getting slapped around and beat up on the street, but in jail, they be that dude. So he was one of them guys, man. He was swole. He was cut up. He was about 5'10", 5'11", 210, chiseled, cut up, you know, all muscle. Looked like a black version of Chris Benoit. You dig what I'm saying? So the channel was already on when animals attack, but we're going to get to that in a minute. I don't want that to be the spoiler. Oh, damn, I already spoiled it. So OG Bird gets up and turns the channel. So a white dude walks over and he turns the channel and he's like, hey, man, you just turned it from the channel that it was supposed to be on. The white dude, he fresh in the door. He only been in there for about a week, you know. He over there chilling with his people, with the wood pile, waiting on the show to come on, just like everybody else. Everybody sitting down, eating popcorn and Jolly Ranchers and chopping it up and laughing. Everybody, the Serranos, the Woods, the Black, everybody chilling. But OG Bird is tripping. He thinks that the channel is not on the channel that it's supposed to be on. So after the white dude turns the channel back to the channel that it was already on, he turns the channel again. He tells the white dude, hey, man, if you turn this channel again, I'm going to slap the shit out of you because it's already on the channel that it's supposed to be on. And he's hyped up. You can see the veins popping out of his neck like he in full trip mode. And we trying to tell him, hey, OG, bro, it's on the right channel, but we don't want to seem like we pressing him too hard because he black. You know what I'm saying? He a homie, but he wrong. It's two left shoes. But we gonna reprimand him after whatever happened. So Bird, if fuck around and find out was a person, that'll be OG Bird. And you're gonna find out why in just a second here, right? So the white dude is sitting there trying to explain to OG Bird that he just turned it from the channel that it's already on, like When Animals Attack is on the channel. Now, all this whole time that this little confrontation is going on, it's in between commercials. You know what I'm saying? And the When Animals Attack commercial hasn't came on yet. It's very pivotal and very important that I explain this to you. So the white dude, after he got done explaining to OG Bird, he turns the channel again. And simultaneously, as he turns the channel, OG Bird slaps the dog doodle shit out of this dude. Slap! You can hear that shit echo throughout the whole, slap, slap, slap. You heard it echo throughout the dorm, and everybody was just like, whoa. I instantly knew that he had just fucked up. OG Bird done fucked up. You know what I'm saying? And this white dude, he was a scrawny white dude. Maybe he was about 5'7", 140 pounds soaking wet with anvils locked on his ankle. You know what I'm saying? His whole side of his face turned pink, reddish pink, with a handprint on his face. And he looking stunned, like he grabbed his face and he's looking stunned. And the white dudes, they standing over in the corner with their arms, with their arms crossed around their chest, looking like, okay, what you gonna do now? So after OG Bird does that, the commercial, you know what I'm saying? The commercial for When Animals Attack comes on. So he did have it on the right channel because he was the last one to turn the channel before he got slapped. So we like, cuz we told you it was we try to tell you it was on the right channel, but you ain't want to listen. So we talking to him like, hey, dude, man, I try to tell you, bro, it was on the right channel. Woo. So while we talking to him, next thing you know, he gets popped in the back of the head, smack, with a lock and a sock. The white dude comes out of nowhere and swings a lock and a sock and hit that fast. When Bird turned his back and thought he was just going to sit down and watch When Animals Attack, the white boy crept up on him and hit him with the lock and the sock. OG Bird jumps up in the air. He jumped so high. His head is leaking. He's running around the dorm screaming. Ah! He's screaming. I ain't never heard a man like, I'm going to tell you another story about two of the loudest screams that I ever heard in my life. This is the third one. This is the third blood-wrenching scream that I ever heard in my life, bro. He jumps up in the air. He's screaming. He leaking. Blood everywhere. They gave us these like orange like Vans. They're not some knockoff Vans. They're like slip-on orange canvas shoes. And they were turning burgundy. He's running around, and the white dude is jumping up and down like he's jumping jump rope, swinging around his lock and the sock. Like, come on, motherfucker. He looking at OG Bird. Come on, motherfucker. Come on, motherfucker. And the Woods grab him, and they start pushing him like towards the back, like they pushing him towards the back, trying to get rid of the lock and the sock type shit. And we trying to grab OG Bird, and sit him down because he hella making a scene, and he breaks loose from us and runs all the way across the field to the duty office. He runs across the field to the duty office, and then like 30 seconds later, they bum rush the dorm. You know what I'm saying? The police, they all bum rush the dorm. They make everybody get down. I get cracked for drunk driving. They usher me back to my barracks, and then OG Bird told what happened. He did all of that and told on the Wood. The Wood ended up catching another case. And the reason for me telling you this story is to youngsters, never underestimate nobody, man. And never turn your back on somebody after you do such a violent, heinous act towards somebody, man. This is your host, Most the Great, Day Late Dollar Short News. We out!